We live? Yo, what's up, guys? How you guys doing? Hopefully the stream doesn't cut out like it did last time, because that sucks. But I found out, guys, that you could plug in your computer to like this network thing, so you don't have to run off of Wi-Fi. Because right now I'm running off my Wi-Fi, which hopefully doesn't go down or whatever. So hopefully I'm gonna order this thing so the Wi-Fi won't go out, so I can do that. But yeah, so I'm just hoping the stream goes. If it somehow gets canceled, it's probably because of the Wi-Fi, but hopefully it doesn't. So what is up, guys? How you all doing? Did you all see the Cobra Kai episode 1 recreation? Spoilers. This is a spoiler discussion, even though it's episode 1, even though I recreated the first episode, and you guys probably saw that. It's the same thing. What do you guys think? Did you guys enjoy it? Was it trash? Thanks, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let me just get some water. 1 second. Boom. I'm loaded with my waters. Was funny? Yeah. Look, it wasn't supposed to be obviously it was very low budget and all that, but it was supposed to be fun and spoofy. But at the same time, I did the most I could with it. So even though it came out funny and spoofy, but I literally worked so hard on it. Thank you. KGC Kenny, it was perfect. Thank you. Yeah, it took a year. So, and look, I'm using StreamYard so I could show you guys' questions. So what we'll do is I'm just going to answer you guys' questions. I have some questions on my phone that I asked you guys to submit on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, but I'm sure you guys will have a bunch of questions here. So I don't know if you have to look at that, but I have them just in case. So excuse me, I've had a bit of a sore throat, probably from talking about this. But yeah, so let's get to it. BROT07 asks, what was the hardest scene? The hardest scene was the bullies. So what happened, it's a very interesting story, and I'm going to go into a lot of behind the scenes stuff. I'll make a behind the scenes reel. I have a lot of footage that you guys there's probably like over 100 hours of footage, because we would like sometimes leave the camera rolling and do a bunch of takes. So there's so much footage. So I'll put together some bloopers, some behind the scenes, stuff like that. So the hardest scene to film was, by no question, the bullies. That was definitely, there were a lot of hard scenes to film, and I'll get into that, but the hardest scene to film was the bullies. The bullies where Johnny fights all 4 bullies. One, because if you watch that scene in the actual episode, it's like, how do you recreate that? And we did our best, but it was tough. I'm eating a cough drop, by the way, so excuse that. But basically what happened was we moved. I don't have 3 houses. Those aren't my all 3 houses. We moved in the year span of making this project. So what happened was, in the first half of the episode, we're in our old apartment. In the second half, we were in our new house. So what happened was we sold our apartment and we moved, but we still owned, we moved, but we still owned our old apartment, and it was going to be like sold at the end of the summer. So in the beginning of summer, we got our new place, but then at the end of summer, I'm going to take this off. I'm pretty hot. At the end of summer, we were going to have to like get out of our old apartment, which we already took everything out. We had our old apartment. We were in our old apartment, but then we moved to our new apartment, and we had the old apartment still there until the end of the summer. So since the old apartment was empty, we would go there and film the bully scene. That's why it's this empty room, because we moved to a new house, but we still own the old one. So what we did was me and my mom, we went to the old apartment like every day for like 2 hours to film. And that took the whole entire summer. We were there at that old apartment for 2 hours every day. Like not every day, but like pretty much every day for the whole summer. So that's just to put it into perspective. The that bully scene took the whole summer every day for 2 hours. Just to put into perspective how much time it took. It took a lot of time, but it was very funny. We probably like had the most laughs from that fight. You know, my mom was getting dressed as all these different people. It was funny as heck. Next question. Thank you guys for the questions. Did your family share your enthusiasm and vision for this project? So I'm the big Cobra Kai fan of the family. So I got my parents into it. I got my grandparents into it, including my man's Leonard, who you guys saw, Crease, aka Crease. Shout out to him. I appreciate all you guys saying kind words about his performance. I thought he was amazing, and I told him it was his birthday yesterday, so I told him. Even Hayden Schlossberg, one of the writers, said that he was good. So my grandpa appreciated that. And my grandpa watched the show. I introduced him to the show. So it was really cool. So my family did share the enthusiasm. My mom was doing pretty much all this with me. Look, if it were up to her, she would never do this, but she's very nice and kind. So she did it with me. So yeah. Next question. Will you film Cobra Kai Season 2, Episode 10? Maybe. This one took a year. So I'm probably not going to do another whole episode. But I might do scenes. I was definitely thinking about doing scenes, so. Did you at least try or thought of training to recreate it? No, it's supposed to be spoofy. It's supposed to be. Oh, wait, Jake. This is the bonsai, everybody. I want to get this out of the way. This is the bonsai. I did not break the bonsai. I will make a video specifically covering this. But you see this is the bonsai. It's the same exact thing. If you don't believe me, go back, watch the episode. You'll see this is literally the same thing. So what we did was we ordered another pot, another green pot that looked like that. And we broke it. Then we got dirt and grass from outside. And what we did was we put the camera on a tripod. I walked away out of the frame. Well, when I dropped it, my mom caught it. She caught it with like a pillow. So she caught it. Then we cut the frame. We left the camera on the tripod and we switched. We put the broken pieces of the bonsai with the broken pieces of the bonsai with the grass and with the dirt on the floor to make it look like that was the broken bonsai. So I'll make a video on that. We have behind the scenes footage of proof. So I'll show you guys. It was actually really funny. So just wanted you guys to know we didn't actually break the bonsai. So yeah. My least favorite scene. I liked all of them. Acting wise, probably when Johnny's fixing the TV, because that was the first time I really did the acting for it. After the Nothing But a Good Time, the first thing I ever did was the Nothing But a Good Time in the golf cart. Then that was the first acting. So, that was a year ago. So looking back now, I was like, okay, I could have probably said those lines a little better. I don't think I did horrible, but I could have done better. I could have really gone into character more. So that's probably it. But overall, I really was glad I enjoyed it. You see, now everybody's asking me to remake everything. Like, this was just like a one-time thing. I think I like confused it. It was just like a one-time thing. I'm not like a recreator. I don't have all these recreation projects. And I know I recreated the first episode, but that's my favorite episode. That's why I recreated it. Um, I don't know. Which goes into the next question of recreating episode 2. There's no plan of it. I've never, when I was making episode 1, it was never really I want to recreate the whole show. Like, that's just not even like possible, I don't think. So I just recreated episode 1, but I definitely want to do more Cobra Kai projects. I definitely have a lot of stuff I have in mind. There's some scenes that I want to recreate, like a couple minute scenes. So I'm excited for that. By the way, guys, Star Wars fans, if I got any Star Wars fans out there, May the 4th. Just stay tuned. Okay? If we got any Star Wars fans, we got a video coming May the 4th. If you were offered a small scene in season 4, would you accept? No, because I'm too good for that. Like, I don't know. I feel like my level of acting and expertise is way above those of the Cobra Kai cast and crew. I feel like they're on like a level that I'm just like they're here. I'm I'm there. So I feel like it would be kind of embarrassing for them. It would kind of be like, it would put them down if I was in season 4, because then their performances would look really bad. And yeah, so. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Of course I would take a role in season 4 if there was any, if like pigs flew and they flew up to Mars and sent out a broadcast saying put Drew in season 4. So yeah. Whenever he filmed the scene where Johnny was driving, I have flashbacks. And when Johnny had the flashbacks, but he was kicked repeatedly. Where do you refill the kick? Oh, did you refilm the kick by another angles? Yeah. We went out of order though, yeah. But it was that kick in other angles. By the way, guys, my mom was the backs. So when it was the Daniel versus Johnny fight, my mom would play the back of each character. So what we did was I would be Johnny, and I would do all the Johnny parts where you see my face and you only see the back of Daniel. And then I would play Daniel, and she would play the backs of Johnny. She had a wig, and yeah, it was funny. I'll do a bunch of behind the scenes stuff. What is your favorite character to play in the remake? You know, it was fun playing Johnny just because he was the main guy. He did everything, but I really enjoyed playing Sid. I feel like that one I got really into character. I really enjoyed playing that. So definitely Sid was very funny. During filming or during watching it? How many times did you unintentionally laugh yourself during the filming of the episode? We laughed so much. Every clip we laughed. So I think there were a lot of scenes we couldn't get through because we kept laughing. There were so many, and I'll show you guys. But the one scene that was so hard to film was the very last clip. So the very last clip where I put on the headband and then I do this, like that very, very last clip, it was like a 30-second clip. There was no cutting it, there was no breaking, and I couldn't stop laughing. So it was so funny. And yeah. Did you ever slip and fall while filming the fight scenes? Well, it's funny you should say. when in the opening fight between Daniel and Johnny, when when Daniel did the crane kick on Johnny, and Johnny, like this, it was a slow motion close up. I drank water and I held it in my mouth. I had water in my mouth, and then what happened was my mom like pretended to kick me, and then I spit the water out in the air like it was the sweat. And I like fell back, and like after I did that, since it was like wet, the water like went on the floor and I slipped. That one will be so funny. I think you guys will really find that funny. So if you look back at that opening fight, I drank water and I spit it out like there were a couple times where I choked. It was so funny. Not funny that I choked, but what grade do I think the students in? I think they're juniors. I think they were sophomores, and then during the time of the school fight, the first day of school in season 2, they were juniors. Whenever it was the end of episode 1 recreation where Johnny was reopening Cobra Kai and you shaved, that was actually shaving. It was. Your boy shaves. Heck yeah. You guys are getting the bloopers. We're getting bloopers, guys. I'm gonna be all day yesterday and all day today, I was working on my video for May the 4th be with you. It's Cobra Kai related. It's not just Star Wars, but I love Star Wars, so it's Star Wars and Cobra Kai. I think you guys are gonna enjoy it. That'll come out May the 4th on Monday, along with the final episode of Clone Wars. And I will after that I'll work on some behind the scenes and bloopers from the recreation. There's a lot. And also I'm thinking about doing some interviews with some of the people from the cast. So like I know a lot of you guys really enjoyed my grandpa's performance as Kreese, so I think I'll do like a little discussion. He's not here right now because we're in quarantine and all that, but I could get him online. I'll have to teach him how to do that. He's not very tech savvy. I'll teach him how to do that, and we'll do a little FaceTime interview. He's the best, guys. He's the best. Do you have a problem with that? He's such a good Kreese. Thank you. Appreciate that. Do I have any martial arts experience or training? Do I have any martial arts experience or training? Does that answer your question? Just say Cobra Kai is ready for summer. When do you say that? When do you say that? Now? Are you for real? I don't see it. Send me the link. Oh, you're just applying? Will you remake the karate scene where Daniel... Will you remake the Karate Kid scene where Daniel and Johnny and his gang were fighting at the Halloween dance, where Johnny and his gang were beating him up? Miyagi saved Daniel. Well, we kind of did that in the episode 1 thing. Did you play the soundtrack for the recreation on guitar? Yes, I actually did. There were a lot of instances where I made the music. I actually created the music. So, basically, I used some music from online, some of the actual Cobra Kai soundtracks. But then I also played guitar, recorded it, and did my own music. So the after the tournament, in the very beginning, when Johnny is waking up and doing his daily life, you hear Ace Degenerate, the guitar theme, and I actually recorded that. I didn't use their version, which I could have, but I thought it would be fun if I did it. Then, I think the bullies, when the bullies were picking on Miguel, there was some like dramatic like drums and like boom. It was like kind of like dark and mysterious music. So I actually created that music on GarageBand. I like recorded it all, made some stuff. And then after that fight scene, you hear bum 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 bum. Anytime you hear that theme, I made it on GarageBand. So and then what else did I create? Then at the car dealership, when Daniel and my bad, when Johnny is talking to Sheila, like, can we hurry this up? I gotta go. I also because what happened was they don't have the whole soundtrack on YouTube or available. So I like screen recorded. I recorded the music from the actual episode, but then you heard them talking, so I had to kind of create some filler in between the music. So I kind of combined my own music with their music. So that's pretty cool. Is there gonna be a part 2? No. I'm probably gonna say no. If I had to say right now, I would say no. That would take a year. You know what I mean? Probably longer because episode 2 is a big one. However, I am gonna do more Cobra Kai projects. You know, I think I didn't really make it clear when I made this that this was just a one-time thing. I didn't really have the intention of recreating a bunch of stuff. I'd rather like make my own stuff. You know what I mean? I thought this was just like a fun one-time thing, but I'm not gonna really recreate episode 2 or any of that. So. Sorry, guys. I don't know what just happened. My bad. I accidentally touched my computer. Being the projects. I mean, I don't really have any like. I don't know. I don't really have many like friends who are into this sort of stuff. It's pretty much just me. So, what is the Mexican song when Johnny's about to go to a small shop? Oh, I forgot the name of it. If you search it up online, you can find it. With the new song, I have no idea what you mean. What do you mean? What do you mean? Whenever Johnny saved Miguel from the bullies, I knew it as Johnny said, "Watch Carman." Did you put his line in the video and made it look like you said it? He's still alive. No, that was me. That was me. I used his voice. Ready? I know I had the same voice. Watch Carman. Dude, I got a Johnny voice. Listen, Nudo. I lived in this shithole for over 12 years. Pipes don't work. Fountain is full of piss. Only good thing about living here is I don't have to talk to anybody, so nice knowing you. Cobra Kai is about being... Wait. I'm trying to think. Wait a second. Are you the kid with the lip? Nice cut, bro. You see, it doesn't matter if you're a nerd or a loser or a freak. All that matters is that you become badass. Hawk. Fall in. So, hey. My man. Dude, I have no clue. I have no clue, but I'm very thankful for you guys. I have no clue how it happened. There's just a lot of hype surrounding Cobra Kai. That's a good idea. Do Cobra Kai questions. Whoever gets the most questions right at the end becomes all valid champs. That's a good idea. I'm not going to do that for this stream, but I will do that for another one for sure. I've definitely thought of about that Cobra Kai trivia. for my favorite episodes? Maybe. I'll probably react to the trailer. If that means video games, I don't really play video games. And I don't really know how to do all that stuff. I have no clue. I'll have to figure that out. Absolutely not. Daniel will not bring Johnny to Okinawa with him. Johnny's got too much crap to deal with. Your favorite scenes were the pillow, airbag, and the scene with Judy. Yes, thank you. Thank you. It doesn't have back in the game anymore? How did they change the trailer? I gotta check this out. The trailer does not have back in the game. How did they change it? How do you change a video that you already uploaded? Cobra Kai Season 1 trailer. Is this like another psych? I feel like I'm being psyched.
You want to get technical? Taekwondo. Things on your head.
Oh, what?
Kai back to the valley? Quick.
Wait a second.
You beat up a bunch of teenagers. And then Kai back to the valley? Not on my watch. You want those kids at school to keep dumping things on your head? You want all the girls to think you're a wireless dork? You're gonna be that karate teacher?
What?
No. I'm gonna be your sensei.
That's so true. Why did they change the music? Interesting. That is so weird. Guys, if you go to the official Cobra Kai Season 1 trailer, they changed the song and it's not back in the game. Hawkeye, great job noticing that. It's weird. I actually watched that trailer recently, so I don't know when they changed it, but that's weird. Maybe because it appears in Season 2 and they didn't want to have it twice. I don't know. Thank you. I'm ignoring you. What did I? There's a lot of comments. Any weeks up in Season 3. Kreese has a nasty grudge on Miguel. Why would he have a nasty grudge on Miguel? I honestly wonder what wig you would use if you were in Hawk. Oh my god. Should I just get a mohawk? I think I should just get a mohawk. Just go all in. Do I think Amanda and Daniel will split up in Season 3? No, I don't think so. All right. Back to the recreation. Does anybody have any more questions about that? Because I want to make sure I address all the questions about it. Who's my favorite character? Miguel. Definitely Miguel. All right. So anyone got any more questions about the recreation? Or if not, I could start searching up some questions I got earlier. Let's see. Someone asked, let's see, what's a good question? How many retakes did it take for, or did I have to retake it, or did it take me the first time? There were definitely a lot of retakes, definitely so many retakes. I didn't just say the line once and then good, because, you know, with this project, and with a lot of projects, it all comes down to editing. You could have bad filming and you can make stuff look good in the edits. Like, look, honestly, there were some times where my grandpa, who was playing Kreese, said lines where, you know, he would say, he was supposed to be like, do you have a problem with that? He was supposed to say, do you have a problem with that? Like, do you have a problem with that? And he would say, do you have a problem with that? Like, he would like change his tone. He'd be like, do you have a problem with that? 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 He would change his tone, and I'm like, Grandpa, keep the one tone. So we did a bunch of takes, but we got the right ones, and then those were the ones I used for the filming. So it all comes down to retaking. You just got to get a lot of retakes and get a lot of an editing, especially that fight scene. Like, it could have looked so bad, but I think the editing is what saved it. My grandpa did a good job as Crease. Thank you guys. I feel like a lot of people really enjoy him, so I will definitely try and get him on the channel. We'll do a live stream with him, a little interview. Maybe not a live stream actually, because I don't know if he'll know how to do that. So, how do I find the exact outfits? Well, it's pretty much luck. I had a lot of clothes that were close to what they had. Some stuff I had to buy, and yeah, it's actually weird because that shirt, when Johnny goes to the car dealership, that sweatshirt I actually bought like a couple days ago, and then I was like, oh, wait a second, this is the same shirt as the car dealership. Like, it was such a coincidence. Why in the episode recreation, why your mom wear a boy wig every shot she was in the back as a character? Well, good question, because she was playing a boy, so she doesn't have long hair, so we needed her to have a wig. So, and she was very generous of helping me out. Played a bunch of the backs of characters, so shout out to her, because that's dedication. It's like behind the scenes stuff. She was the back of people. So anytime you see the back, someone's her. I should make my own season 3 predictions. I already have a video on that, so make sure to check that out. I already made a whole season 3 prediction video. So thank you, Mr. Fruit. You're the GOAT, man. So keep commenting your questions, guys. Let me see if I have any more. My favorite scene to recreate? That's a good question. My favorite scene we had to recreate. So I'll tell you my favorite scene to film, and then my favorite scene when I watched it back. So my favorite scene to film. I feel like the part I enjoyed to film was, oh, by the way, with the bullies, when we were in my old apartment, it was so dusty and so disgusting. It's crazy. By the way, guys, I just finished this before Corona. So if you guys don't know the story, the last scene I had to do outside of my house, was the car dealership scene. And I did that at my grandparents' house. This was just when schools got canceled, and I was like, I have to do this before this situation gets really out of hand, before they really start quarantining us, because it wasn't exactly it wasn't really quarantine. So I literally locked myself in my grandparents' apartment for a week. I had food. I did not leave that apartment for a week. Didn't go outside, nothing for a whole week, because I knew if I left to go home, I might not be able to come back. And I had all my costumes. I had so many costumes. I had all these suits, all this stuff. I literally lived there by myself. I was making my way, and I was able to film that scene, get home, and as soon as I get home, everything closes. So it was so lucky. So lucky. I don't know what I would have done. So my favorite scene to recreate, though, look, all the scenes were tough. You know what I mean? Like the car dealership scene, I had fun, but I'll admit it was tough and tiring. It took the whole day. It took me a week, and I worked every day on that. Um, um, I definitely enjoyed doing all those little segments for head games when Johnny's in the car driving and listening to head games. I definitely enjoyed doing all the little segments going from this to this. So like when Mr. Miyagi was beating up Johnny and his friends, when Mr. Miyagi and Daniel were like by the All Valley poster, um, Johnny in the car, all that stuff I really enjoyed filming. And then that was probably my favorite scene to watch because that's my favorite scene of the whole show. Of the whole entire show, that's my favorite scene. Um, episode 1, man, it just really hits home for me. And I think now you guys probably understand why it's my favorite episode, because for the past year, that's all in my head. That's pretty much all that I've been thinking about. So thank you, Tret Films. Appreciate that. Did you write out the script by finding it on the internet, or did you write it down word by word? We had I had my phone with me, so we literally just watched it on YouTube, so I could see what they were saying, see what they were doing, see the eyes, the mouths, the positions, the posture. So, and we really tried to get everything as close to as we could in terms of camera angles, in terms of emotion, because once again, once you put it in the editing room, it will look a lot better. See you, KGC. Good night, man. Did I record separate audio? There were times where I had to. The mailbox scene where Johnny goes to his mailbox, that was all separate audio because it was so windy. When we played back the audio, couldn't hear anything. It was so windy. So I definitely had to do a lot of separate audio. Yeah. You were acting lots of characters I didn't. Can I do a kip up? I don't know what that is. How long did it take? 1 year. Will you recruit the last fight on season 2? I just never really thought of that. So maybe. You have trouble getting people on board to act? Yeah. Even my family doesn't really want to do it that much. So yeah. I don't really know anyone who likes COBRA-DO. What app or website do you use to edit the recreation? Well, it's funny you should say. I actually use iMovie. I know I should be using Final Cut. I should be using Adobe because those are the actual filmmaking stuff. I've tried to learn how to do it, but it's so complicated, and I feel like I'll learn that eventually. I feel like right now I could just use iMovie. So yeah. Were the pillows on the floor supposed to be a floor mat? That was so. I was rolling my mom on the floor. Yeah, exactly. That I had to flip my mom, so we didn't want to like get her hurt. So, oh my god! Wait, what? No way! Oh my god! Hayden Schlossberg. Yo, what the hell is this? Oh my god! Has Leonard acted before this? Does he have an agent? First off, thanks for coming, Hayden. It was his birthday yesterday, so I told him that like what you said about him, and I like a lot of people being kind of like saying all this cool stuff about him. So he really appreciated that. Has he acted before this? No, not really. But I mean, you got to get him on the show. You got to get him on the show. Oh my god, I can't believe you're here. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, he has not acted before this, but he is definitely great. we're definitely. I'm probably gonna make like a. Me and my friend are talking about making a Star Wars fan film, having him as like one of the Imperial officers. You know, he's proved himself in this film. So I mean, it'd be cool to have him. I can't. Oh my god, that's crazy. But yeah, he really appreciated all that. He was like, he's very modest. He's very modest. He he's always like, I'm not that good, and I'm like, Grandpa, you're good. Like, shush. But I was saying it before. I don't know if you heard it. There, we had to go through the lines so many times. There would be points where he's like, I'm trying to think, like, he was like, sweep the leg, sweep the leg, sweep the leg. He would say all these different emotions. I'm like, sweep the leg. Just say sweep the leg, and he's like, sweep the leg. It's like it's just funny. Now who's the loser? You guys, oh my god, there's so many behind the scenes. So with the now who's the loser part, where he broke the trophy, that was a real trophy that I had. It was like a trophy I won in basketball, but I don't care about basketball anymore. I used to be a bit of a god at basketball, but gave up on that. So what happened was we had to practice with a water bottle because, you know, there was only one take. You only have that one trophy. Once he breaks it, it's done. So we practiced with the water bottle because he had to say, like, he had to break it, throw it, and then do this. Now who's the loser? And he would like we had to practice like for an hour just with the water bottle. All he had to do was break it, throw it, and say, now who's the loser? But he would like break it and then be like, now who's the loser? And we're like, my mom was filming. We're like, Grandpa, you have to break it, then throw it, then say, now who's the loser? And then he's like, now who's the loser? Just funny, but I love him so much. And after, like, when me and my mom rewatched it, he was so great. He was so good, and he's very happy with it. He's always telling me, Drew, I really don't think I did good with it, but I'm like, you got Hayden Schlossberg here, the writer of Cobra Kai. That's pretty much all the validation you need. Next, we need Martin Cove to see. I'm kidding. Have you met any actors of Cobra Kai? I met Homeless Lynn, Susan. I met her at like a meet and greet, so that was very fun. That was awesome. Like, she was doing a meet and greet, I was nearby, and I'm like, not missing out on my chance for this, you know. Do I play Roblox? Nope. What direction did you give your grandpa? His performance is flawless. Well, once again, we divided it into clips, so it's not like we had multiple cameras. We were doing the scene at once. All we needed him to do was say the right line at the right time, and then I would have to edit it all together. So we did a bunch of clips, and he had some pretty nice lines. So I can't believe Hayden Schlossberg came. I don't know if he's still here, but that's pretty cool. Guys, that's freaking sick. Do I play PUBG? I don't know what that is. Can I remake Karate Kid 3? Sure. Tai Chi? That sounds familiar, but I don't know what that is. It sounds like a meditation thing or a karate thing. Tai Chi? PUBG? I still don't know what that is. PUBG? I don't know what that is. You don't think that was the real Hayden? I think it is because he's commented before my stuff. So I would kill to see you channel Terry Silver. Oh wait, Tai Chi. Wait. Is that something from Karate Kid 3? The Tai Chi? Oh, did Terry Silver say that? Or am I mixing it up? Terry Silver. Let's see. What's a good line? It's blood. So what? It's blood. So what? I'm trying to think. What are the wait, I'm trying to what are some fun lines he says? Stay crease. Wait. Say it, Johnny. Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai never dies. Do you realize that in last season 2, Cobra Kai fight at school, all Cobra Kai strikes first, except for Aisha, because Aisha is the GOAT. How did you decide what characters you would personally play, and what ones to give to others? It's pretty simple. So, well, let's see. I played every character except Kreese, which my grandpa he was the perfect Kreese. First off, you know, he kind of looks like Kreese a tiny bit, and I just wanted to give him a part, so I thought he would be great for it. Also, you know, you have like a physical interaction where there's a couple scenes in the episode where he's physically interacting, so I wanted to have another person for that. So, my sister, I gave the roles of all the like bratty characters, like all the like annoying girl characters. So, she played Yasmin, and she played Judy from the beginning. So yeah, and then my mom needed to play the bullies because we needed people. You know what I mean? I couldn't fight myself. That wasn't gonna work. We were able to do that for the beginning, but I mean, she wasn't going to play the backs of everybody. That wouldn't have made any sense. The only reason she didn't play Daniel, and the only reason she played the back of Daniel and all that, and Daniel and Johnny, was because I had to play Daniel for the car dealership scene for the Russo commercial. Because if she was Daniel, she would have had to do all that, and she didn't want to do that. What dojo will Miguel go to since Johnny's no longer in Cobra Kai? Probably none. Physical therapy dojo. Rumors of Terry Silver being Miguel's father. Do I think that's possible? Great question. I'm going to make a video on that. And I think it is 100% not true. And what is my opinion? I will flat out say it, and I will admit if I was wrong, but I do not think it's true one bit. There is like nothing in my head that says it could be true. It's too big of a coincidence. Yes, I know what Carmen said about her father being bad, but I don't think that has anything to do with him. Nice thumbnail, Steve. Hey, Drew, I just want to tell you that you did a great job. Thank you. I wanted to ask you about your opinion on December release date and if you think it's true. I don't think it's true. I really don't think it's true. I think we'll be getting a trailer soon, hopefully. And I think it will come a lot earlier than December. Definitely not December. I think John Hurwitz said not in December. So, oh my God, I just banked that. I had like a garbage can there. Have I seen any bonsai kai dojo videos? I've seen some. I'm so busy, I don't really have time to watch all those videos. But how come none of the Cobra Kai kids won the school fight? Because it's gonna set up season 3 where they come back even stronger. Legit, the video where you made season 3 trailer was better than any other trailer in my life. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Are you going to remake all the episodes? I am, but that will be... I am, so I'm thinking of the release date of June 5th, 2092. That was a joke. This one took a year. If you times that by 19, that's 19 years. So I would be 17 plus 19. I'd be pretty old. The body bag, the body bag line and delivering your bill was so spot on. Was that the first thing you did require multiples? So I took multiples of it, but it didn't require me to like pause it, say, oh, so like look, I always do multiples. I never just do it once. I never just say the line once, but I would consider, like, I leave the camera running. I say it a couple times. I'll stop. I'll look at it, see if it's good, and then I'll take another one if it's not good. That one, definitely not. I got way into character. I appreciate that. Yeah, I love get him a body bag. Yeah. I have a sore throat. I shouldn't be doing that. But definitely that I enjoyed that one, and it did not take multiple times. That one I got. There were some lines that were so hard for me to say. There was one line at the car dealership where Daniel's like, "Oh, you still got those locks, eh?" And like, I think I did it pretty good then, or now I mean, but it was hard to say it back then. Way back then. Yo, everybody wish iconic 292. Good night. Favorite OG Cobra Kai? I like Daniel-san. Do you watch Sho's live videos? When he does them, I try and join. If I can join, I will join. Let's see. We've been going for 52 minutes. We'll go for like 8 more minutes. We'll wrap it up at 7 because I'm getting a sore throat. If I keep talking, I will hurt my throat, and I'll work on some videos for you guys. But I definitely am going to do a lot more live streams. I love doing these. Hopefully you guys enjoy them. We have 23 people here, so you guys, I guess, are interested in what I have to say for some reason. Oh my God. Oh my God. What state did I shoot the recreation? New Jersey. So I'm a Jersey boy. Jersey tough. New Jersey. So yeah. Well, the golf cart part was in Florida. I was visiting my grandparents, and I was wearing a Kyrie Irving t-shirt because I wasn't supposed to recreate the first episode. I was in my grandparents' golf cart. This was before season 2 trailer. This was right before the season 2. It was literally like a couple days before the season 2 trailer. And I was in my grandparents' golf cart. I was like, one of my favorite scenes was Nothing But a Good Time. What about the palm trees? Oh yeah, Florida. That was Florida. So, I was recreating the Nothing But a Good Time scene. That was a multi-state production. Cool. Yeah, I mean, but it wasn't really. I didn't like. I didn't go to Florida just to film that scene. I'm not that. It wasn't that big of a budget, but I was in Florida. Interesting fact, actually. Well, actually, I'll finish this, but I was in Florida and I was like, I'm just going to recreate the Nothing But a Good Time scene. Just that scene, because I love that scene. I just love when Johnny's like, with the hand, he's just like jamming out in his car. I could so relate to that. I'll be in my car, I'll have my headphones, and I'll be like this. I'll be like, and everybody thinks I'm weird, but like in my head, I sound good. So I think that's what he thought. So I just did that there. And after I did that, I was like, why not recreate the whole first episode? And little did I know it would take a whole It would take a year. I'm like, I'll just recreate the whole first episode. I already did a minute of it. I already did like 30 seconds. Why not just recreate the whole episode? Yeah, it'll only take a year, so I did that. Interesting fact: the scene from the head games, part where Johnny's having all these flashbacks. When you see Crease looking at Johnny like this, and then they walk up, and then him and Johnny walk up to Miyagi and Daniel. I wasn't there. It's actually a really cool story. So my grandparents like live in Florida for half the year. So we did all our filming before they left. And first off, they haven't even been able to come back because of the pandemic. But while they were there, I was like, oh my God, I still have a scene where I need Crease and I have to be in it. I'm in it with him. Where like we look at each other. He's like, I'm like Daniel Russo's here. And then we walk up to him and I'm like, so this is during the head game segment. So what we had to do, it's really crazy. So my parents were visiting them in Florida. This was before the pandemic. My parents were visiting them and I was like, I just got this green screen. I've never tried this before, but I know it could work. And we don't really have any other options. So I was like, Mom, I need to film film Grandpa like doing the scene, but like leave space for me to insert myself in. So he acted it as if I were there and my mom filmed. So that like was like an empty space. And then I had to go to the green screen and like I had to like level myself so I was on his height, and I had to then there was a part where we were both walking up to Daniel and Miyagi, and like we had to do that. So I had to I was like pretending to walk in front of my greens. It was really crazy, and it ended up coming out pretty good. And that was the first time I've done that. I've never even like seen videos on that. I kind of just assumed, oh, like I could do this, but I've never even tried it. So it could have been bad, but it worked. And thank God we were able to get all we needed to do. That was the only part that we really had to do that, but it's kind of funny. Thank God it worked out. Whose idea was it? The pillow gag to replace the airbag? How many takes was it to get it right? That was my idea from the beginning. It was just like, we don't have an airbag, might as well just use a pillow. And it took a lot of takes because it was like we had to like kind of like time it where like oh come on, and it kind of cut me off. I had to kind of like put my head on the steering wheel, like to like kind of catch the pillow without using my hands. So all that. You noticed something was up with that. Good job. Oh, thank you. Well, I mean, you noticed, so that's pretty cool. I think no one really mentioned it, so I mean, I'm curious, did you actually know that it was? Did you think it was green screen, or was it like, no, it's kind of weird. It does look. If you look at it again, you can see that it was a green screen insertion, because also the proportions don't really line up. We're not really like the same size, so it's kind of funny. But I mean, I did my best. Before it's too late, head games. Have I took any theater or film classes? Not really. I took a film class freshman year, but I didn't really do anything. The guy wasn't really like, he was like an old fashioned teacher. He was older, and he just taught us all these like random terms. So I've just been doing film since as long as I can remember, like ever, like just forever. I don't know how it got started, but definitely Um, always been into it, doing like films with like my friends and stuff. Now I just do stuff on my own, but it's fun. I like to make movies and stuff. I don't just like to recreate stuff. I like to make my own stuff. I have a Star Wars fan film on my other channel called DrewTube, which if you go to my page like and my channels list, or just search up DrewTube, it's like the second option. Um, I have a Star Wars fan film that I made, which I actually entered into a contest. We didn't win, which sucks, but um, we I did a Pennywise fan film. I've done some like other horror stuff. I've done some. I do like Lego animation. I have like on that channel. I do a bunch of like Lego stuff. I'm actually working on it now. When I'm not doing Cobra Kai, when I'm not making Cobra Kai videos, that's pretty much all I do is like Lego animation. I have like a series. I don't know if any of you are familiar with Total Drama, but it takes freaking time. It takes so much time. It's the hardest thing, but I enjoy it. So forget breaks with quarantine. I have had no breaks. No breaks. I've told myself that I've wanted to sit down, watch a movie. I've had no time to watch movies. I'm work. And even when I don't have schoolwork, I do Cobra Kai stuff. I film my Total Drama animation Lego series, which I put a lot of time into, but it's very rewarding and it's fun. It makes me feel like a kid, which I am a kid, but it's enjoyable. And it's just what I've always wanted to do. Like school is so stressful. I honestly hate school. Like honestly, I'm not gonna BS it. I do not like school at all. So this situation, being home, I'm fine, you know. Because once I come home from school, I'm home anyways. I'm the Cobra Kai kid. Thanks, man. I'm home anyways. I'm always doing work. I'm always when I come home from school, I'm always filming and stuff. And I had no time to film. I would come home from school so late. I'd be so tired. I'd eat. I'd take a shower. I'd do some workouts, and yeah, and then I would have no time to film. My channel would be nowhere near what it is right now in terms of uploads and in terms of like all this stuff if school was happening. So this whole situation sucks, obviously, but I mean, it's I'm making the best out of it because it's kind of what I needed, but not the situation, but to stay home because I'm doing so much and I'm not just sleeping. I set my alarm for like 9 every morning, which usually I'll go to sleep at like usually I'll wake up at like 11 or 12, but then I don't have a day. Then my day's already gone, and that's the problem why I don't like school because the day goes by. So that's why I like to get up early, do my stuff, and it's really enjoyable. And now I'm like I have more time to like work out because you know it's tough because I have these passions, but I have these Cobra Kai is bad. Exactly. Oh my god. I was in school. When the Cobra Kai season 2 trailer came out. Okay, well, first off, this is pretty cool. If the trailer comes out during this whole thing, at least I won't be in school, so I won't have to worry about am I going to be able to watch the trailer? Am I going to be able to whatever? Like, but now I know I can watch the trailer. But I was in history class. We had a sub, which is kind of funny because it's ironic. We had a sub, but like I was on YouTube. I was just like, and then I see the Cobra Kai season 2 trailer, and I start freaking out. I start going nuts. My whole class is like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, Cobra Kai. Did I say season 3 trailer? I meant season 2. I watched the trailer, and this is the final trailer where Johnny and Daniel fight at the end. I I went berserk. I lost my mind. I lost my chill. I lost my chill. And it was that period. It was sixth period. It was always sixth period. Something was released. It was sixth period. So, for example, all the Cobra Kai sneak peeks, the season 2 sneak peeks, came out during my sixth period class. So I would always watch it then. I would freak out. And then the next period, I had lunch. So for the 42 minutes, I just kept rewatching it. I rewatched it like 20 times after. There was one time. So, like, we have Chromebooks, right? We have Chromebooks. So there was one time my teacher was actually there teaching. So I couldn't go on my phone. And I was on my computer and I do my daily search of Cobra Kai. It's funny, every time when I'm in school, I always search up Cobra Kai once a day on the internet and I click on news just to see if there's any new news. And then I saw Miyagi-Do sneak peek. Daniel teaches Robbie a lesson about Miyagi-Do karate, and I'm freaking out. I was like, holy crap. Like a sneak peek just came out. My teacher's literally teaching. I'm like, can I go to the bathroom? So I go to the bathroom. I'm watching the sneak peek in the bathroom. At least I don't have to worry about that this year, hopefully. But it's funny. You watched the whole first season my freshman year in one school day. I didn't watch season 1 when it came out because I didn't even know this show existed. When I see the teaser, I'll go crazy. I probably will. Okay. When I see it, I'm gonna want to just watch it, but I think I'm gonna do a stream, like a live stream, put it on, get a live reaction. Because, oh my God, I will probably. I'm actually getting like, it's weird. It's so weird. I'm getting like, just even thinking about it right now, getting like kind of teary. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'll do a live stream or something. I'll definitely get my reaction. Even though I'll just want to put it on, I will go nuts. The only thing about a live stream is that if I don't play it right away, I feel like people will spoil it. So maybe I'll do a pre-recorded reaction, but I'll definitely do a reaction. I'll freaking go nuts. I'm so excited. Reactions for season 3? Sure. I mean, hopefully, maybe. I'm so excited for season 3. I'm like, I know it's coming soon, so I don't mind being patient. You know what I mean? I'd rather like build up the hype. Plus, I'm making so many videos. I'm always so busy. I'm rewatching Cobra Kai right now, so okay, once the trailer comes out, I'll be like, what? We need it right now. But like for now, I'm trying to meditate, be peaceful, and be patient. Because if Daniel-san or Miyagi-san were here, they would say be patient. So I'm just trying to be patient. But if Johnny were here, he'd be like, release that trailer, bro. But I mean, no. Guys, we got to be patient. So, I mean, we've been going for an hour, but I'm down to go more. I think we're on a roll. So, what were we talking about? School, Cobra Kai. Yeah, who cares about school when you got Cobra Kai? There's so much that I've done in this break with Cobra Kai. So yeah, you guys got any more questions, or? I think I need a conversation starter. Anything revolving the recreation? Yo, Sabrina, what's up? How did I get the idea? So it started in my grandparents' golf cart. I was recreating the Nothing But a Good Time scene because that was one of my favorite scenes. And then I was like, you know what? I should just recreate the whole first episode. That was an idea I had for a while because I already say all the lines to myself anyways. I'll be at home, I'll be like eating, and I'll just be like, Cobra Kai is about being bad. I'll just say the lines to myself. So I'm like, why not just like film it? Why not like act it all out? Put myself in the universe. Some people said I should have made a Cobra Kai season 3 like episode 1 thing, which that would look trash. That would be an absolute disgrace to the show. So, do I think Miyagi-Do will win in the end? I don't think anyone will win in the end. I think it will be a balance. And I don't know if Hayden's here, but I know. No, I'm just kidding. It's my theory. It's my theory. I respect the writers so much. I don't know if Hayden's still here, but like I respect that you guys have a plan. That's insane. That like it's all connected. You know what I mean? Like there was something I picked up on just recently. In Cobra Kai season 1, episode 1, Sam crashes her car into Johnny's car. And then in episode 9 of season 1, Amanda takes her phone away because of the hit and run, which, yes, we all knew that. But if Amanda never took her phone away and grounded her, she would have gone to the party. So that's like all the way going back to episode 1. Like they knew that in episode 9, Johnny would come to the house, tell that your daughter got in the hit and run, and then Amanda would take away her phone. Like that's planning from the very beginning. I don't know if Hayden's still here. If you are, did you have all, when you were like writing, when you wrote episode 1, I feel like I don't want to like ask you a question if, I don't know. I feel like kind of, I don't know if it's rude or whatever, but I don't know. If you want, it's fine. But when you were filming episode 1 and you filmed that car crash scene, did you know that in episode 9, Johnny would, I'm sure you knew. I'm sure you knew that Johnny would come, tell about the car crash. Amanda would take away her phone so she couldn't go to the party. So Miguel would think that there was something up. I don't know. I just found that interesting when I rewatched it. I was like, wow, that's like thinking from the very beginning. That's just, and I respect that. That, you know what I mean? It's tough because sometimes you just want to jump right in, but you need to have everything planned out from the beginning, and that's very important. It's very important if you guys are ever making a movie or a show or something, always know where you're going. Always have your blueprint. Hey, watch party. What's up, man? I got a sneeze coming. Oh, I got a sneeze coming, so this is the perfect time. Wait. 4 strike. Yeah. Front kick. Yeah. Side dab. Yeah. It went away, but then they plan out the whole season first, and they have drops, all the scripts ready to go when they go into production. They still do rewrites during shooting. Yeah. No, I know that, but I know they planned the whole season out first. But like, I'm curious, like in the very beginning, when they had the concept of it, because that's a big thing. That's a big thing. Oh my God, I can't forget. We knew the Sam would have to come clean, and when we worked out the details of episode 9, it made sense. I will say there are things we set in season 1 that we still haven't paid off yet. Wow, what? That's crazy. I'm trying to think. There's still things. I don't know. We knew that Sam would have to come clean. Episode 9, it made sense. Oh, okay. Got you. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. It's not like, that's just a small thing that's easy to miss. because it's like it connects to the very beginning. Because if you watch the first episode, it's like hit and run, and then you forget about it, and then like Johnny brings it up. Episode 9. If it weren't for that, so like I don't know, because like that there had to be some reason. I don't know. My head's my head's hurting. You know what I mean? There had to be a reason for Sam not to go to the party and for Miguel to get mad. So that's just like, yeah, I don't know if like that's crazy. That's great. I love how like there's all these connections. That's what makes a show. That's what's so good about like these shows. Like I'm also a fan of Lost. Like a huge fan of Lost. Like like I just, oh my God, Lost is, I started watching Lost in first grade, which is definitely not the grade where you watch Lost, but I've watched it 10 times, which is very unhealthy, but I love Lost because it's not like here you go. There's all these connections and like these things will happen and then they'll get paid off in like later episodes. And it's just like, it's not just like, oh, here you go, one thing to the next. There's all these connections and it's so cool. And that's what Cobra Kai does. It's not just like, it's like mystery and there's questions and there's connections and this goes here and this does this. It all connects. It's just crazy. So I found that cool. All right, I got a wrapper. Let's see if I bank it. Trash. All right. We got any more questions? I think I could do a couple more. I don't know. I'm trying to think what. Oh, I had some questions on Twitter, which I just got Twitter, so I have to figure all this out. I feel like so old school. Let's see. I'm trying to access my questions. How did this recreation change your understanding of filmmaking and storytelling? Oh, wait. We knew from the beginning that we wanted Cobra Kai to build Miguel's strength, but that it would turn him into an asshole. And we wanted a party that was reminiscent of the beach scene in Cobra Kai. Yeah, Karate Kid. Yeah, I recognize that. It definitely took me a while. Like, I just... Well, I mean, I didn't know anything because I watched Cobra Kai before I even watched Karate Kid. So it took me a while to... Then I watched Karate Kid, and then I was like, oh. But the teaser how that was not going to work out until a few episodes. That's so interesting. The details of how that happens. Yeah, I can see what you mean because you can't just plan everything out because things are always changing. That's so cool. Got you. I got that. So everything like that leads up to it, you have to like figure it out. That's crazy. Wow. And it's like everything makes sense. Everything ties in. It doesn't just happen. It doesn't just like happen out of nowhere. It all like, so that's crazy. Repeat the line where Johnny says the last time I went 4 rounds with LaRusso. It was something like, can we get another round? Last time I went 4 rounds with LaRusso, I got a foot to my face. That was absolute garbage. That was garbage. Man, but that's so interesting, man. That's interesting. You need to have a general idea of where you were going and then go to the beginning and work through specifics. That's so cool. That's so cool. So, okay, wait, I'm trying to think. So how long was the pre-production? Because you had the general idea. And also like I've seen like interviews, like you guys know where you're going in season 6 or I don't know. I'm making up a number, but you know how it's going to end. You know where everything's going. But like, general idea where you're going. That's crazy. So how long is like pre-production? Like when you're like coming up with everything and like I don't know. Did it take like a long? I feel like maybe did it take a longer time than like most shows because of the connections? Because it wasn't just, oh, we just write this episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, you have to go back and change stuff. Like I can't think of any examples, but like there are things in like season 2 or season 1 at the end where like they connect back to the like beginnings. Like even like the pitching machine. I mean, is this a good example? I don't know if it's. I feel like there's a better example, but the pitching machine at in season 1, episode 5, when Johnny's teaching him like to like block all the stuff, and then in episode 10 of season 1, it's like Johnny's like, remember the pitching machine, and it's a tie back. I feel like there's definitely more. That's just the one I thought at the top of my head. Remember the pitching machine. Remember what you learned, Robbie. Remember what you learned. We know generally how the show will end, but a lot of specifics need to get worked out before we get there. Wow. First off, thank you so much for being here. That means so much, and the fact that like you're revealing this stuff, this is like stuff that means so much to me. Like because like I enjoy the show, but I like enjoy the behind the scenes of it and like what goes into it, because that's just kind of stuff that I do. So this is like so great to me. I completely understand. I have my total drama series, which it's like kind of like it's an elimination. So like total drama is like it's basically based on Survivor. It's like a cartoon version of Survivor, and then I made like a Lego series of it. So I put my own characters. It's the same story. It's like there's like challenges. You have 2 teams, then you have challenges, and then you vote someone out. But it's like with teenagers, and there's like a lot of drama, and people get eliminated, and the last one standing wins. So what I do with that is I came up with the whole idea first of who I wanted like to have relationships, who would be enemies, who would do that. But as I go along, I tend to change things for the better, because there's sometimes where I'll have an idea written down, but I'm like, I'm not going to just use that idea because I already wrote it down. I'll freaking scrap all my scripts just to make each episode good. But yeah, I have an idea. I know where I'm going with it, because things are going to start tying together. You'll have some like people who voted someone out, and it's like, why did they vote that person out? Or like, how did this person do this? So I understand that. And it's tough, because sometimes you just want to do it, but you need to have it all figured out. So thank you so much for like for all these details. This is crazy. I'm loving it, and I'm appreciating it. I've got to go. Good job on the recreation. Keep up the work. Look forward to more stuff from you. Watch party and all the other YouTube Cobra fans. Thank you so much, Hayden Schlossberg. Thank you. I'm so glad you like the recreation. And yeah, definitely keep working on stuff. Thank you so much. I'm so excited for season 3. Thank you for being here. I can't wait. The show's freaking awesome. I'm gonna head off soon. So thank you. Cobra never dies. Wow. That means the world to me, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like all of that behind the scenes stuff is like what I really enjoy. And like, I mean, he was here for like a while. That's crazy. Wow. Okay. I think I'm going to do a couple more questions, then I'll sign off. Kobe. Boom. Kobe. Damn. That sucks. All right. Do we got any last questions before we go? Oh, I have a question on Twitter. Do I think that's a real Hayden? It's the real Hayden. I don't think anyone else would have been able to come up with those answers. How did this recreation change your understanding of filmmaking and storytelling? Did you appreciate more of the work that goes into creating stories? For sure. Oh. It taught me about camera angles. It taught me about voiceovers, how it's so cool when you're having. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? When you have two people talking, you don't want to just go back and forth. It's cool to show one person and have the other person's dialogue. So like if person A is talking to person B, what you can do is show person B to have person A talk, just to make it feel like a more authentic conversation, especially when you're doing it when I'm playing both people. That's how you make it seem like we're in the same room. Instead of just going back and forth, it's like, oh, okay, he's going back and forth. You want to show person B while person A is talking. That's how I make it look like I'm talking to myself. So that was, yeah. The origin of the address you chose for the backstage check. I just made up a random thing. Am I going to pursue karate because of Cobra Kai? Not real karate, but online lessons. Heck yeah. How cool is it to be admired in the Cobra Kai community? It's absolutely crazy. I started this recreation I made the recreation before even having the YouTube channel. I never even intended on showing it to anyone. It was just something for me. So it was crazy. So much has happened in the year from starting the recreation. So yes, my granddad is a fan of the series because I introduced him to it. So he wasn't just doing it blindly, not knowing anything. So yeah, guys, I'm having so much fun, but my throat freaking hurts. So let's answer a few more questions. If you were to do a few future episodes, we do Hawk's hair. I could get the mohawk. Remember what you learned, Robbie. Remember what you learned. Remember what you learned, Robbie. What do I want to do better next time? Everything. Acting, editing, filming. As I keep going, I get better. You know? That's what happens. You just got to keep doing stuff. It's cliche, but the more you do something, the better you're gonna get. When's season 3 coming out? Yesterday. All right, guys. I'm gonna answer 3 more questions. So let's get some good ones. I appreciate you guys. I'm so thankful for you guys coming. Guys, we freaking got Hayden Schlossberg on the chat. What the? That's freaking nuts. That's like, you're not going to get any better than that. All right, so I don't see any questions, but I don't think I have any more questions on my whatevers. So, was it hard getting the correct angles for the scenes? It was very, very hard. So hard. Yeah, there were a lot of tough angles to get. I had a tripod. Sometimes it wouldn't be tall enough, so I had to get like a thing to put it on, and it would take like 5-10 minutes to actually set up the angle. Then it would take like 5-10 minutes to film, depending on what clip. So that's for a clip. It would probably take like 10 to 20 minutes per clip most times if we were using a tripod. Great question. Another good question. Did I have all the costumes prior to the shoot, or did I have to buy after? So the karate gis I had before I was into Cobra Kai. My mom got me the gis, and I just wore them all day. So I had those, and luckily I had both of them, so that was cool. But some of the costumes, like the skeleton costume, the Mr. Miyagi costume, we had to buy. And I meant to return the skeleton costume because it was like $50, but I forgot. So now I just wasted $50. But I mean, maybe I'll have a future purpose for it. Because I don't just I reuse stuff. So by the way, if you guys want to, oh wait, no, I can't show. It's spoilers if you actually watch the show, but yeah, I was gonna show you my setup over there, but before Karate Kid and Cobra Kai, I watched Karate Kid with Jackie Chan and Jaden Smith. Very cool movie. Worked out a concept quite interesting. Yeah, it was good. It was good. I mean, not the original, but I enjoyed it. Fear does not exist in this dojo. Pain does not exist in this dojo. Jaden Smith does not exist in this dojo. Okay. All right, guys. I think I'm going to sign off. I'm having a really good time talking to you all. My throat is killing me. Would I audition for a role in Cobra Kai? I have no idea how that works. I am not an actor. Well, other than my own films. It's tough. Sometimes I have trouble hiring myself because I'm so bad, but I finally give the role to myself because no one else auditions. So, if there were ever audition calls, I would go and audition and waste my time. But because for the experience, but I would never get it. But that'd be cool. Is your total drama thing based off the show, or are you putting your own spin to it? It's the total drama concept of. Good question. There's the challenges, there are eliminations. You have Chris McLean, the host, but I have my own characters and I have my own storylines. So that's where I tell my own stories. And once again, guys, if you enjoy my movies, if you enjoyed the recreation, check out DrewTube, my other channel, because I have movies on there that I made. So I have a playlist called My Best Movies, so that's how you can see my movies. So all my Star Wars fans out there. But Tony, thank you for asking about that because I appreciate that. It's something that means a lot to me. I appreciate that it's not just about Cobra Kai. Guys, May 4th, Monday. Stay tuned. You got something good coming. Nice job on Pennywise. Oh, you saw it. Cool. Thank you. I knew I did. Something's cool coming May 4th. If you guys are Star Wars fans, even if you're not Star Wars fans, I think you'll find it cool. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so we got something cool coming on May 4th. When will episode 2 be released? I don't think I'm going to do episode 2, honestly. So, just being honest. But I'll do other stuff. Maybe I'll recreate scenes from episode 2, but not the whole episode 2. Thank you guys for watching. I love each and every one of you. I appreciate the 23 people who were here. Guys, Hayden Schlossberg came in the chat. What the hell? Thank you guys for coming. Appreciate it. Love you all. More videos coming soon. I think the next video will be the May 4th one. I'll put together behind the scenes bloopers for this recreation. I will work on other stuff. Check out my other channel, DrewTube, where I make stuff in the meantime. I also have a channel called Drew Reviews, where I review movies and stuff. Pretty much Star Wars. Big Star Wars fan. So check out that. I'll see you guys next time on Cobra Kai Kid. Cobra Kai never dies. Peace.